Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Redmond, room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 56 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
2nd and 10. Caught by Jones. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene.
He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Looking to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Bravo.
Kill.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and long. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer.
19, Browns 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
6-6, pull it high. Fair.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Go. 18, Gator. Cover. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Smooth. Be careful.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking end zone for Jones. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Check. One. Crouch.
They'll run on first down. Redmond gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, here's Hunt. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. A 5-point off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Hunt. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun, Mariota. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll come out throwing here. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Show it up. Protein spill. Buzz.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 58, boys. 58.
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Mariota taking a shot for Samuel into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off 31.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
50, play. I got you. Deuce. He's checking. He's who draw corker. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Snap.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And now he is just 2 catches away from 1,000 on his career. 998 currently. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Hunt going to run for it, and he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, yeah.
Ready? Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Browns take
We got
over
this.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
But it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And look at this. It's a fake. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the shit, watch the shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Second down and inches. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This thrown quickly out to Jones. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this first and 10 back inside their own 5. This is Hunt. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 99 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They run it again with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, here's Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, ready? 53's mine. Check. 53. 61. Matchbox lights. Switch.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more. At the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Go now. 30 base. We ain't giving them nothing to do. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,